So I made a studio. That still feels kind of strange to say it out loud. It's called Loose Feather Studio, and it's officially a real LLC now. So it isn't some massive company with an office and a team of developers or a giant pile of investor money behind it. Right now it's literally just me working out of whatever space and time that I can find. Trying to turn the things that I've always wanted to create into something real and tangible. And I wanted to make this video partly to announce it, right? But also just kind of to document where it all started. Because hopefully a few years from now, right, I can look back at this video and remember what the studio looked like before anything real really even happened. I work a full-time job. I've got a family, responsibilities, bills, all the normal life stuff that just kind of takes priority. And honestly, that has made creating things pretty difficult. It's not that I don't have ideas. I kind of have too many ideas. Games, books, videos, software. I've always enjoyed making things, and the hard part has been finding the energy and time, to actually sit down and finish them, but also pouring that energy and time into one thing, not 20 different things. Get home from work and take care of everything that needs to be handled, and suddenly it's 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I am completely pooped trying to find any straggles of energy I have left. For a long time I would start projects, I'd get excited about them, and eventually move on to something else. But this is my attempt, this is my attempt to change that. So Loose Feather Studio is that is my thing, right? That's the thing. I sat there and I thought I was listening to, I think it was, Jim Ron or something like that. And he was saying, out of not 20 things, not 5 things, not 3 things, what is one thing that you could see 5 years from now completely changing your life if you focused on it? And that's the studio. So the whole idea behind it is creating things that I feel, are light, freeing, and purposeful. So games that are fun without being filled with unnecessary clutter, tools that actually make creating easier and simple, stories that are real and stick with you and aren't just some AI generation. I've already released the first product under the studio, which is the Featherlight Creator System. It's really just a simple content planning system I built because I am just ADHD to the max, and it's hard for me to track things and remember when did I do these things. So it's really where it came into hand. And that release was a really small step, right? Super simple, but it was really important because it meant the studio wasn't just an idea anymore. I actually made something, right? Finished it, and I put it out in the world, even though it hasn't made me a dime. Let's be honest, I haven't made a single penny. I've probably put money in, right? But it's still it's something that I've finally finished and created, and there's some much bigger projects in the works. Finally got that little jump start, that little fire starter to get the rest of the bonfire going. I'm developing ideas for a game that I'm really excited about, and I've also been working on a book. I'm not going to reveal everything about it yet because we're just doing a simple video at the moment, but definitely going to be sharing all that as I get further along in the process. I don't want to just disappear for 3 years and randomly come back one day saying, hey, here's the game. It's like I definitely want to document the process, the good ideas, the terrible ideas, and even the mistakes. Definitely the mistakes. I try to document those and be as transparent as possible with that stuff. It's not all roses, and I definitely want to help others get through some of the kind of shit storm, if you will, that I've had to deal with. And I have no idea exactly how far this is going to go, right? The dream is obviously for Loose Feather Studio to eventually become my full-time work. I want to build games. I want to write stories and create tools and just grow this into something that's just so much bigger than myself. But right now I am at the beginning. And one person, limited time, a handful of projects in a studio that technically exists on paper. And honestly, I think that's worth documenting. So this is the official beginning of Loose Feather Studio. I guess not so official, right? Because I've already been kind of plugging away and releasing things. But you know what? This is official, me announcing it to the world and saying, hey, check out Loose Feather Studio. I'm here, I'm doing this is real. I'm going to document my journey throughout this process, and maybe one day when it's completely blown up into something bigger than anything I could have ever dreamed, this could be a roadmap for somebody. So the work has started, the studio's real, and now we see where it goes.